Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back today to work on the cover of our Spring Daisies journal. I just put this here thinking that this might alleviate this little problem I have here of this being off center. So I am going to put that there. It's just a little paintbrush and a butterfly, and it's because I offset this. My measurement was wrong, Carol. Yay! Anyway, because I measured it wrong, I didn't get this in the dead center of this piece, and so I'm going to add this. And that is going to take care of the problem because it will look like I naturally chose to do it that way. And I prefer that. Because it makes me feel better. But today we are going to work on the inside. I'm going to save these two. I'm going to put them in a very special spot where I'll probably say, oh, I lost them. But I won't have lost them. They're just right up there. So if I lose them, please tell me they're right up there. I'm going to scooch some of this stuff out of the way because we're going to... I gotta send that off. Oh my gosh, I still have mail to send. I'm so sorry to you guys that I owe mail to. I'm a terrible mailer. I know that. I am. I always have been. I just never could get the hang of doing that. I needed some coffee. So, welcome to my coffee morning. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness, it is good. Piece of garbage. Ah, there's my favorite pencil. I want to move some of this stuff. Some of it's just garbage, actually. These half circles I want to use on the papers when we get the papers in the book. Some of these things will work on that. This I don't need. Throwing it away. Tape. I'm going to put back there. Don't spill that old coffee. You'll be upset at yourself. Okay, so we are going to go to the inside of this and pick our paper to cover here. I'm going to cover the spine, but it's only because if you peek down in the book on a hidden spine, you'll be able to see down through here. I want to cover that. So, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Don't know if I have enough of that one. I might. I don't want to waste your time just picking papers here. But this is the inside front cover that we're going to work on. That's not the one I want. And I would kind of like to use... I really love this one. And I really love this one, as you know. I want to see if this will fit on the inside front cover. In a nice way, so that it gets this jar in there. And then probably, yeah. See, that will work. First we need to put in this centerpiece, because we need it to go over this part here. But then I will put these on. Yes, I love that. Oh, but look, the words won't quite fit. No wonder. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is it doesn't quite fit with the word. So that is very discouraging for me. Okay, I'm going to use this to cover this centerpiece. Hope it's not too... I think I'll use this side. I want it to go across here. So I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to bring it clear up to about there. And clear down to about there. And that is just to cover this piece and then get this spine worked in like I think it should be. Now, I don't guarantee it because I can't remember how to do it actually. I have forgotten. There's my lines. Okay, there's one. And there's the other. Oh, where did it go? Oh, right there. On the butterfly wing. Okay, so we're going to start with this guy. And I'm going to, I think I'll flip it over. I'm going to go this way. Just so when you peek down in, and you can see the spine down in there, that it's a permanent piece of paper. Now this is where, if you want to put in ribbons to hold your pages, this would be the place that you would go ahead and attach these. You can attach them in here, or you can go ahead and just attach them here in this part of the spine. Okay? Alright. So, doing this the right way. Doing this the right way. Do I want to just tape it? Let me grab my tape. Oh, I hope nobody's coming to my front door. Kind of sounds like it. We don't need all that fuzzy stuff in there. Well, it'll look like we've been to Carol's wool shed and been playing with wool. Have you seen her do that, spinning and stuff? It is so cool. I absolutely love it. I'm not a spinner or anything like that, but I do love yarn and I do crochet. So, you know, so I am attracted to the yarn part of it and the spinning and how it's done and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you gotta hop over and watch her spin some of that yarn and stuff. It is really awesome. I really, really enjoy it. I'm gonna have to cut some of that off. I am going to do it this way. I know, it's a blank spot there. It won't be in a second. I just want to put it down where I can get it all on the paper, then I don't have to trim off that whole side. Don't put it down yet. No, no, no. There we go. That'll work. Now we only have to trim the bottom and the top, which is a lot better. Now the rest of the spine, it will be called the hidden spine, so the how we tie in the papers and stuff, you won't be able to see that from the outside of the journal. you'll be able to see it when we get it done, of course. Of course you will. If you have extra tape sticking out, and it's very hard to trim off the bottom sometimes, go ahead and just pull it to the inside. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to cause lumps or bumps or bruises or anything like that. It's just going to look better. And yes, I'm going to apply my glue. It makes it adjustable until I need it to stay permanent. Got to learn how to do it live. I want to start doing those. I'm scared. I'm so scared. What if you guys make fun of me? No, I know you won't. I'm just kidding. She's kidding. Not gonna matter if it looks right side up or upside down. Now, I do want this even across the bottom and the top because we will have the other papers come through here. And so we do want it to be kind of even there. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. And now I'm going to work this down a little bit to that other part of the book in there that is got the glue and the glue and the tape. And praying I don't dig into it. It's just to give it that little bit of a book look. Oh, I dug into it. Dang. Well, there it went. Yep. Look at that. I messed it up. Oh, dang. Well, I tried it. It wasn't right. I did it wrong. But we'll get there. We can fix that. And that's where putting a washi tape or something on will come in handy. Darn it. That really irks me at myself though. Yeah, that really messed it up. See. Happens. It happens. I was too rough with it. Too rough. I should have been slower and gentler. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's gonna seal. So. We'll probably have to find a piece of washi tape there. I don't want to take this all off and have to find a cover for it, but I may have to now. But before we do that, we'll see what we can find to fix it with. Yeah, got it there too. Yeah, I should have separated that just a little bit further than I did here. Just a little bit. Okay. So, we are going to come back to this part, because if I think about it too much, I'm going to just tear it off and cover it. Oh boy, I hate to do that. But I'm gonna have to, I think. I think I'm gonna have to. Because that won't cover it. I mean, that would be cool, but it won't cover the problem up. Yeah, I don't think any of it will cover the problem up. Well, in my discouragement, let's see here. What shall we do? I want to sing that song now. Want to be a drunken sailor, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't. Just feels like I should be right now. Oh, darn it me. Darn it me. Well, you know what I'm going to have to do? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to peel this off, and I'm going to have to cover the spine or recover it with another piece of paper. So that is really glued down, so I don't know what we'll do about that. Well, you know, we run into problems. I could probably peel this piece off. Maybe I could peel it and save it. No. Oh, doesn't that hurt? That hurts me. There we go. Okay. Well, that does hurt me. A lot. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, that's part of why we do this as a whole procedure, so you see what happens. I mean, this is what happens. Unfortunately. And I should have known, you know, because of the paper spine. And, let's see, we're going to have to cover it. So hang on, I got to find fabric. All right, my friends, I'm back. We are going to cover it with craft text. I have blue here, which looks like that. Or I have this green. This is kind of a bluish green on the cover, so it's a little hard to decide. I do have, and I'm trying to use a pre-washed craft text because it's a little softer. I do have the yellow. I don't, no, not going to use yellow. So it's going to be one of these two. The others I think are two green. This might work. Let's see. No, I think it's probably going to end up being the blue. And then maybe if I put this on the one side of it, it would, no, I don't like that blue. I wish I had a light green. I have a bright green. Okay, we're going to use this one. Okay, I'm going to have to bring it over the spine so it will hold. So we're going to bring it over about that far. It's going to change how we do the front of it. And then probably to right about here, we'll give it just a little nip so that I can set it up on here and find a line. Right there. And then I will get a ruler, not that one, get this ruler. Okay, lining it up there. So I think probably right about here. Just bring it to the inside of that line a little bit. You could cut the edge with dies or punches if you can get the punches to go through it. I've done punches before. I don't have that one up here, but I have done the punches before. Okay, it's going to have to go all the way top to bottom. So I'm going to have to go over that edge. No, but I'm going to have to glue right to it. Right to it. Boy. I think what we'll do is glue it on first. And then we're going to have to let it dry and then we'll work it. I'm so mad at myself, guys. It happens. It happens. I know it does. I'm going to run it through these little ridges here, which is where it broke. I'm using quite a bit of glue because we got quite a bit of owie there. Okay. Right about there. Let's look. Yeah, right about there. That'll work. It just changes how we do it, the whole thing, which is irritating. Okay. Irritating, irritating, irritating. But I'm here to tell you, don't get discouraged. It feels very discouraging right now. But don't get discouraged. Keep going. Look for other options and make it work. Because it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's just a cloth binding. And, you know, it's not where we wanted it to be. It's not going to look like we anticipated, but it's still going to be very pretty. And we're just not going to worry about all the things that went wrong. So I'm here to tell you, it's okay. These things happen with books. So don't get discouraged. Don't throw it away. Think of all the work that came before. So don't throw it away. If you mess it up like I did, work it out. It'll be okay. You saw I tore the cover off. I did it in front of you. I didn't turn the film off. I showed you exactly what I was doing and how it was going, and I showed you my discouragement. So, I mean, it just happens. These things happen. And it's okay. It'll be okay. Everything will work out. Okay, so now I need to take this little piece off of here. So I'm going to cut it, maybe. I want to cut it as close as I can to the spine. But I still want it to look nice and flush and even. Okay. Now, there we go. See? Not so bad. Not so bad. It's all right. It's okay today. It's okay tomorrow. I'm going to tear off that part. I'm going to tear that part off. I want to leave the picture. And I want to leave my doodads there. That's going to be okay. Maybe I can get it centered this time. We'll try. Although I was kind of looking forward to the paintbrush, but we still might have to have it, so I better not get my hopes up too high yet. Okay, we're going to let this dry. Maybe I should try and work it just a little bit. Yeah, I should have left a larger space in between. That's what it really needed. There's a little larger space in there. There we go. That's not bad. I do want to stretch that fabric out before it adheres itself too much. You can see it pulling that away. It's okay. I'd rather it pulled it away now. We can cover that little piece with the other stuff we talked about. The ribbons and laces and... Oh yeah, look at that. It looks fine. Yep, Definitely should have left a little more space in there. Alrighty, let's do this one. Let's get it back up this way a little bit so we can get this worked back down into that little groove and make it groovy. Feeling groovy. Boy, that wasn't the tune at all, was it? Okay. So, like I said, we do have our daisies we can use here, like so. We can put those along here, and that's a nice cover with Full of Wonder. And then I have that other daisy one. Where did it go? This one. We can always use it. Might have to trim the edges a little bit. But we do have that. Let me just cut a piece of this off. It could go like this. No, I don't like that at all, do you? Of course not. It's just too wide. And I don't want to hang it clear over here. I feel like I need to cut it out here with the pinking shears, or go through and put an edging on this side. But even turning it under doesn't help, really. So it's not as cool as I thought it would be. So put that back. And let me get my bone folder. Sorry, this is taking a little more time. This was not my plan today. We do have this one. We do have this one. I like this one. If I can find its end. I do like that. That would look good along there with perhaps this. The wrong color to go with the white. Okay, so white on white does not work. We do have more like this one. Nope, don't like that either. Okay, well, let's come back to that. come back to that in a little while. Say goodbye. Bye. Thank you for helping me out. Bye. I need coffee after all that. My goodness. Well, what'd you think of all that? Here we are, back to the front cover. Oh my goodness. A little stressed. Okay. I think we'll just put this on the inside covers, right in here. And then in here will be that hidden spine. So there we are. I'm going to put this on this side with the lines going that way. I'm going to bring it right about here, I guess. We're going to cut the bottom off right. We want it to be even with this one. So right there's the bottom. And then let's do this first. Make sure that it's going to fit the right way. Put that back there. There we go. And this one almost was there. Let's go ahead and line these two up so we can cut that little piece off right there. All right. Now I feel like we're going somewhere, don't you? We're going to town now, everybody. We're going to town. We won't get the spine put in, the papers, the signatures installed today. I really thought we would, but hey, gotta fix those problems as they arise. So I just showed you a good way to do it, and like I said, please don't throw it away. There's always a way to fix it. Just put your thinking cap on, hold your ponytail, and do some thinking. You know, that was my dad's thing. I always think. You know, so that everything works out. Everything will be okay. You'll get there. But don't toss it. I mean, I have tossed things, but I've learned a lesson in tossing. And that is that mostly when I tossed something, I regretted it. And the reason I regretted it was because I didn't finish it. And I didn't give it the opportunity, or myself the opportunity, to rectify my mistake. You know, I knew I had to be gentle with the front of this, and I wasn't. I wasn't gentle enough. I needed to be slower and much more gentle. So a lot of times you can do a hidden spine and not put it on top of these papers. You can put it under. But I chose to put it on top. I don't know why. I guess so that I can continue working on everything. But yeah, it's going to go in there. It's going to look very nice. Okay. Making sure I'm right side up. I want to make sure up is up and down is down. Not using the tape this time. Don't need it on the inside part. Okay, so you want to line this up with the tops of these guys and the bottom, and then over to the edge. Once you get it in place, then you can go ahead and start pushing it down a little bit. Making sure it's nice and even. And then don't scooch it out of the way when you're getting things adhered here. Gotta blow my nose. Hang on. Sorry about this. Sorry about the nose blowing. Book dust. Book dust gets me every time. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty. I like it. This paper always looks upside down to me, no matter which direction I put it. Oh, goodness. It's an upside down paper. Do, 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 do. You know, there was like several moments there where I just wanted to shut the camera off and pretend like it didn't happen, and then go back and fix it, and then come back to you. But I knew that was the wrong thing to do, because I knew it could happen to you. It could happen to any one of us. So I knew I had to rectify it in front of you. Because you need to know that it's fixable, you know. And I know you don't want to keep hearing this, but I just need you to know that I was briefly thinking that I could go ahead and manage it and not even tell you. But it was a fleeting moment, because I knew you'd know, because it would look different. And I'd have to be truthful. I'd have to tell you the truth. And then I'd be so sorry that I did it that way, because I knew it really wasn't fixable the way that I had it. It had to go back the other way. Okay. Right there. Might have to squish some glue down in that one. Just making sure everybody's lining up and settling into their place. Just checking through. Now, I do need to do the top of this paper. I'm just going to do the top of the book there too. Boy, the train's been running all day. Don't know why. Maybe they're having to fix something. Okay. There we go. Yes, that looks good. Okay. So that puts us to this little hole right here. And we need to find our pokey tool. Okay. Now I'm going to get my fat pokey tool because I want it to break a bigger piece of paper so that I can glue it into that hole, just like so. Of course, it's not going to have to get glued. It just poked right through, see? Okay. Now we know one of these is going to go on here. It'll probably be this white one, although I do have a green one that might work now. I might have to go with green. And we may have to switch things to something like this. No, I don't like that on there. And, okay, let's see, where's that hole? Let's see if we can... Okay, so there is 3 inches. Right there. One and a half, 1.5. Is that it? Okay. Okay. And we will have to cover this on the inside. I'm going to use this small hole, the 1/8. It's so hard to see where it's at. There it is. Never give up. Never ever. There we go. Okay. So we're going to glue that on there. And if it's off, we're going to go back to our paintbrush and the butterfly. And this will get covered up with the spine. Okay? Okay, let's get this little piece of paper out from back here. There we go. Okay. Going to use the same piece that I used before. I'm just going to pull it apart, because that glue kind of works like rubber. I'm sorry we're going back over all this. I am so sorry. But you know, that happens. It happens. It just happens. We'll put a dot over that with a piece of tape and a dot. And we'll drop some glue in there. There we go. We're back in business, people. My friends, thanks for staying with me through all these troubles. Looks like we made it, doesn't it? Now, where are these two things? I do kind of like the butterfly on there. I think I like it best down here. What the heck is going on with the train? Don't know. Okay. There. Might put it under the Full of Wonder. There we go. Okay, well, we're gonna stop right there today. I feel like we're just where we were yesterday, but we are a little further. We have a new covering. We have this centered. We have a butterfly. We have our post. We have our holes. We'll put something over that, and I'll put some glue in there so it dries. There we go. And let's see. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I'm going to just put some stuff under here so that that dries on the underside. And I'm going to let you go because that's where we're at today. And you know, stuff happens. Oh, this is pretty down there. I like it. Might put it on there. No, because this is off now. That's off center now. So we may not put much there, but, you know, like the paintbrush, maybe something crooked. Like this. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and we have to do these. I have 4 of those. So those will go on. Alright, we're going to stop there for today. And yeah, I'm really sorry we had to reconstruct, but you know, sometimes it happens, and I'm glad you were here, and I'm glad I didn't tell you a fib, and I'm glad that I fixed it because I needed to. It's just what happens. So, yeah, it's good for you to see it. All right. Big hugs, everybody. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.